A draft copy of an executive order that Donald Trump is apparently preparing to sign any day now has been circulating through the State Department for quite some time. And about a day and a half ago, the draft copy was leaked to both Politico and to the New York Times. So these outlets decided, you know what? Why don't we talk to officials and diplomats inside the State Department to find out what they think of this executive order that's going to be signed soon? And as one current administration official put it, this draft executive order is, quote, bonkers crazypants. That is literally what the person said, bonkers crazypants, to describe what their boss is about to do. The official added, quote, there's a lot that could be reformed, but you could give infinite monkeys infinite typewriters, and they would come up with something better than that. So what exactly is this bonkers crazy pants plan that Donald Trump likely will be implementing in the very near future? Well, it is essentially a complete reformation or destruction of the U.S. State Department. It involves a significant cutback in the number of diplomats being sent to Canada because, well, Trump's got issues with Canada now. Since they won't become a state, we're basically just not even bothering to send folks up there to be friendly anymore. But more significantly, it overhauls much of the State Department, and rather than Secretary of State Marco Rubio overseeing these matters, it'll now be Donald Trump taking control. They're shifting it to the White House, at least officially, so now Trump gets to take charge of yet another government agency. But that's only scratching the surface. Let me share some of it with you. Some of the most shocking changes mentioned in the draft order focus on how the United States handles its approach to Africa. Under changes proposed within it, much of the State Department's work on the region would be farmed out to the White House, and all non-essential embassies and consulates in sub-Saharan Africa would be closed by October 1, 2025. A special envoy for African Affairs reporting directly to the National Security Council would replace the African Affairs Bureau. In other words, we're basically just cutting off all diplomatic ties with sub-Saharan Africa. Shutting it all down, pulling all our people out, to hell with you, whatever, right? Now I have to ask, what is it about sub-Saharan Africa that Donald Trump has a problem with? What is it over there that he dislikes so much he doesn't even want our people present anymore? I'm pretty sure we all already know the answer. There's really no need for me to even say it out loud. But yeah, that tracks for someone like Donald Trump, who built his first administration and campaigns around racism and xenophobia. That's what this is really about. There is no reason for this. There is no budgetary reason to just abolish our consulates and embassies below the Sahara. This is not going to save us billions and billions of dollars. This is not going to help anything. It's going to, in fact, make things worse. Because here's the thing. We also know, obviously, one of the first things Trump did coming into office was he destroyed U.S. aid, right? U.S. aid, gone. No more money. And a lot of that money was going to sub-Saharan Africa, and that money was put to good use. It was put to good use on AIDS prevention, on other disease prevention, studying diseases, containing outbreaks in Africa so that, they don't spread across the globe. We went through that 5 years ago, not originating from Africa, but we all know how brutal pandemics can be, and I think it's fair to say just about everyone despised it. Nobody wants a repeat of that, but the administration is setting the stage for something like that to happen all over again. We're no longer researching these issues. We're withdrawing the diplomats. We're cutting off the funding. To hell with you, Africa, Trump says. And at least his own administration is willing to admit that this is, in fact, bonkers crazy pants. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description.